Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Universally Speaking, and as always, we're going to have a look at some of the big moments from Universe Mode this week. We begin with the hottest story of the week without question, and that of course is the extremely controversial situation regarding the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw. Of course, as we all know, at SummerSlam, Apollo Crews was defeated by Drew McIntyre clean in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. And we all thought we were free from the tyranny of Elite Sports Management, at least on the Red brand, but that was proven to not be the case. Apollo Crews came out and dashed any hope of that with the revelation that he indeed never signed on to defend the actual World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam, but instead signed an agreement to wrestle for the ESM Championship, a title that was never officially acknowledged by anyone in WWE or the fans. This outrageous development angered Drew McIntyre absolutely no end, and angered the live crowd even more. Crews is still officially the World Heavyweight Champion, and Drew McIntyre was left with nothing. Nothing until a ghost from his past reared its head. Because also on Raw this week, ladies and gentlemen, Aleister Black made his demonic return to Monday nights after he was taken out by McIntyre months ago in brutal fashion. The flickering lights for weeks upon weeks while Drew was in the building were indeed black, and this intensified to the point where the entire arena faded to black. Then he would appear, Black sending a direct message to the Scottish psychopath, and if history is anything to go by, no one is safe from the Dutch Destroyer. Black has had precious time taken off his career by McIntyre, and he will be looking to get the ultimate revenge, and there's no telling what chaos Aleister Black will bring to the main roster next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for my favourite segment, Socially Speaking, where we look at your reaction from a major moment this week. And that moment, of course, is Matt Riddle answering Samoa Joe's TV Championship Open Challenge. They want to know. I want to know. Who's it going to be? Here we go! It's the King of Bros! Matt Riddle! He was largely picked to be the man that would answer the challenge on the kickoff show at SummerSlam. But Matt Riddle has taken his opportunity to debut on Monday Night Raw and take on Samoa Joe in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Listen to the ovation. The King of Bros is here. Finally. Matt Riddle not only debuting but winning the TV Championship in the process. Amazing effort from the King of Bros. For your chance to be featured on Universally Speaking, just be yourself. Show up to live streams and be active in the comments section, and you have a chance to be in. On SmackDown Live this week, we saw another explosive debut, the debut of Toni Storm. Incredible scenes as Storm came to the aid of her fellow Australians in Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And Kay had just been decimated by Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan when Storm hit the ring. Storm proceeded to clean house and take out 2 of the 3 of the Riot Squad, leaving Ruby Riott, the leader of the group, only to watch on. Storm was a hugely sought after signature for WWE, and for a very long time we thought it might not happen. But I don't think it could have been better timing for Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And Storm is going to be a real impact player in the women's division, and it's going to be very interesting to see what her motives are. Also this week on SmackDown Live, we saw an emotion-charged Revival get a huge victory over one of the most dominant tag teams in WWE, the Bludgeon Brothers. The Revival cut an emotional promo before the match and cited Dusty Rhodes himself as the biggest motivation in Dusty Rhodes' own tournament. The Dusty Rhodes Classic is perhaps the most prestigious tournament outside of the King of the Ring in the entire company, and the Revival want to do their mentor proud. They worked the legs of Harper and wore down the big men enough to get an impressive tap-out victory. Can the Revival do what a lot of people know they can, but they haven't been able to put it together? Can they go all the way in the Dusty Rhodes Classic? We are gonna have to wait and see. We now have some rather unfortunate news as it pertains to Hideo Itami. It was mentioned on commentary this week that Hideo was struggling with some homesickness issues and was potentially seeking greener pastures for himself. Itami, at the conclusion of his match with Mustafa Ali, he asked and was granted his release from the company. Itami is a former United States champion and one of the best wrestlers to ever come through the door in the WWE, and we wish him all the best in his future endeavors and hope that one day he might return in some capacity. Thank you very much, Hideo Itami. This week on Monday Night Raw, we have a huge main event when AJ Styles himself, the phenomenal one, goes one-on-one with Chad Gable of ESM. Also, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic rolls on when Dark KO are in action and they take on a mystery entry. And also, on SmackDown Live, another enormous, and we mean enormous main event when Walter makes his in-ring debut and takes on Lars Sullivan. Also, Bray Wyatt challenges Sami Zayn for the European Championship in a match that has been in the works for months. Ladies and gentlemen, it has never been more important to have notifications on, as we are now going live on YouTube every single episode of Raw, SmackDown, and every single pay-per-views. Plus, there is a ton of great ways you can support the channel and receive many awesome benefits, including signing up as a mid-carder or above on Patreon to get early access to every single video, or alternatively, you can also join the Murphs Elite right here on YouTube by clicking the join button to get access to emotes and special sub badges, as well as exclusive access to our Discord server. Plus, we now have a Teespring store if you'd like to pick up a cool Murphs YT13 t-shirt or hoodie. And of course, the ever popular, biggest seller that we have on the store, the all new ESM endorsed Elite t-shirts. They are available right now. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, for Murphs YT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.